of the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers. Of course, from the happenings around, you must have observed that the Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers is holding its 49th in this hotel, Eco Hotel and Suites, here in Lagos. This is a landmark conference in view of the fact that this conference comes around Lagos every other 10 years, and also in view of the fact that over 70% of membership of our profession are practicing here in the city of Lagos. Again, Lagos is the city of excellence because of the nature of the city itself, a major seaport in Nigeria, a major international airport in Nigeria, and of course what can be described as the headquarters of the economic headquarters of Nigeria, where a lot of business activities, commercial activities, and industrial activities take place. So this city is of great importance to the practice of our profession. And of course, for this year's conference, in line with the location, we have chosen a theme that is also very, very, very crucial at this time. And that theme is a city that works. The vibrancy of Lagos as a city is a good example for other cities in Nigeria. And our team intends to expose our practitioners and other professionals in the building industry to the challenges and to the prospects of city management in Nigeria, with particular reference to what we now call smart cities. Lagos, of course, stands tall among other cities in Nigeria because of the already said advantages that the city has over others. And so we are here for that purpose. During this conference, we have put together powerful resource persons. We expect the Minister of Works, or the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, to come and present a keynote speech during this conference. And we are very expectant that he will be with us here, particularly on Thursday. Of course, we know very well that he heads the key ministries that deal with infrastructure in Nigeria, Power, Works and Housing. And we are going to learn from his experience in the past 4 years of how that sector of our national life has been, and then what is ahead of us, particularly in the new regime or administration that will start 29th of May this year. We're also expecting a renowned expert in urban administration, in housing, and also an architect by profession, Prof. Mustafa Zubairu, who was one time MD of Federal Housing Authority, will be also presenting a keynote lecture on urban administration, or city management, if you like. We have our own second vice president. He is also presenting a lead paper on the theme of the conference, a city that works. And then we have some other resource persons dealing on specifics concerning city management, particularly in our own client, Nigeria. So we are loaded for a very, very, very result-oriented and robust professional discussion on city management. And of course, like I've said earlier, the timing of this conference is very, very apt. Here in the city of Lagos, recently, we witnessed the coming down of another building in the name of building collapse. And a little immediately after that, we had another one come down in Ibadan. The impact and the effect of all these collapses that have been happening across the nation cannot be overemphasized. There is loss of human life first, which is very, 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 very bad for us, that we allow our infrastructure, our facilities to get so bad until it takes the lives of some Nigerians before we begin to do some panicky measures. And immediately after this one is over, we now relax again and then have the problem continue. So this conference will address key issues concerning development control, which is actually a major function of city management and urban administration. We are going to look into the areas of transportation, which is a major challenge in the city of Lagos, a city that is surrounded with water. Why are we all on the road, keeping hours in a very heavy traffic to get to our destinations, to our place of work and the day? People spend close to 60% of their day on the traffic because we have not explored properly the option of water transport and the advantages that the city Lagos has with it being surrounded by water. Only yesterday we had a boat cruise that crossed most part of the state, and of course we saw that the opportunities are there. We have some water transport arrangement, but the truth is that it has not been fully put into use. And of course, even the general public, including myself, it was during that cruise yesterday I realized that these things are available. We need to develop in this area. We also need to carry out an enlightenment campaign to draw people's attention. No matter how beautiful your car is, why should you be on the road for those number of hours to get to your destination when there is an alternative that will make it faster for you? So these are some of the crucial issues that this year's conference is going to address. Again, I must also call your attention to the fact that a working city brings about reduction in crimes. If there is easy communication, if the infrastructure are right, before any crime would happen, the tendency and opportunity of it being solved before the time will always be there. And so we are hopeful that the takeaway from this conference that will come by our robust community that will follow will be a long-lasting panacea for the kind of experience we are having in Nigeria. And so there's, like I will commonly say, there is something for everyone, including the city residents like you journalists, the Nigerian citizens in Lagos, and in anywhere in the world, in any part of this nation, will have advantage of knowing their own responsibilities and knowing their own expectations from our city managers. And so it's a win-win situation. It's an opportunity for all of us as citizens of this country to reorganize the way we live, the way we operate, and the way we work, so that we will reduce unnecessary calamities we are witnessing in our nation. And we are also hoping that government participants will learn firsthand on the better way to do their work to bring good results and impact to the nation. I think that's where we are. Of course, I'm informed by the organizers of the conference, our planning committee, that everything is ready, but they are here. The chairman of the branch, Lagos State branch chairman, is by my right, and the conference planning committee chairman is also by my side here. So I will give them opportunity. They will also throw some light on our preparedness for this conference, maybe starting with the conference planning committee chairman, after which we'll take your questions if you have any. Yes. because thousands of estate surveyors and valuers will be bombarding the city from today, this afternoon. We can hear from him.
Thank you, my President, and the Conference Planning Committee. For us as a city, I was privileged to visit a smart city in South Africa, Waterfall, and when I saw the infrastructural development there and where the world is going, Lagos has the potential, and there are several cities developing in Lagos, and we believe that it's a good way to showcase. And like the President said, one of the things we've done this year is to now give every day a theme. Yesterday was tourism, so I mean, Lagos today is the day for the state. So like that, we now give focus every day to themes that rhymes with the topic that we're taking. Also for our members, like the branch chairman has said, like we usually do, we got them, I mean, between the hostel and the center. So it's a good way to make them know, I mean, feel of Lagos. And like the branch chairman also said, trying to see the fact that if it's possible to provide transportation to move people around, because people are coming from all over the nation into Lagos, and you can agree with me that transportation in Lagos is a big issue. And as usual, our conference always have, I mean, the education in the evenings. There are always one cocktail or the other where we can let our members to relax. Presidential cocktail, chairman's party,
where specific officers who are supposed to ensure compliance look the other way for obvious reasons and then allow anything to happen at the site. And even the building owners who will not want to spend that big money. I've been part of a construction team. When the owner came and saw the quantity of rods that were under the ground before the substructure, casting, the man shouted, "Why are you people throwing my money away like this? How can you use iron rod to do this?" Laughed, because of course I was a project manager in charge of that project. I said, this is the only way that whatever investment you are making, be committed to doing what is right. Not because I'm appointed the director today or the executive secretary today, I will now want to overlook what has already been laid down for the system. And not because I'm the chief politician around here, I can now influence for somebody to leave the original existing master plan. It was almost happening in Abuja until one of the ministers came and insisted that no matter how political weight is around, how much, maybe the man
for the project, they met like inside the lagoon.
Yeah.
A gas pipe. They never knew they were gas pipe.
Okay, such things. Okay. Again, it's also in terms of not being able to document and keep our records